Time now for the morning rush. An Albuquerque woman says that AFR took away her husband's dignity when he died. She says first responders left him nude outside, uncovered for hours. AFR is defending their response, and when firefighters arrive on scene, first they try to resuscitate the person. If the person cannot be saved, they then leave as much evidence as possible for police and investigators. State police are investigating an officer-involved shooting up in Santa Fe that sent a suspect to the hospital around 9 o'clock yesterday morning. Santa Fe police say they responded to a man sitting on the rail runner tracks with a gun. They say the altercation led to a foot pursuit that ended in the man being shot. His name has not yet been released. Some top political appointees of the governor really cashed in from the pandemic to the tune of thousands of dollars. Public records obtained by the AP show individual payouts of more than $4,000 for unused vacation. Among the employees to get the payouts were the State Secretary of Finance and Administration and the Expo New Mexico venue. Erica.
And here's a look at the morning forecast. Temperatures are starting out in the low 70s, and we're going to be heating up quick throughout the morning into the mid 80s. It's a good morning to get out early before that heat sets in this afternoon, and we are waking up dry all across the metro area.
Speaking of heat, the city is looking for volunteers to help protect neighborhoods from extreme heat. As part of an upcoming heat mapping project, volunteers will drive around the city 3 times a day using thermal sensors mounted to their cars to map city hotspots. The local maps will help them identify where it can act to protect neighborhoods from extreme temperatures. 2 Las Cruces libraries will receive a National Endowment for the Arts Big Read grant. Thomas Brannigan Memorial Library and the Brannigan Cultural Center are the 2 to receive a $17,000 grant. In the fall, they will partner with multiple organizations to organize a community book reading of Joy Harjo's An American Sunrise. A New Mexico teen is being honored this morning for saving a young girl's life. 13-year-old Cadence Hensley of Mayhill was awarded for her bravery and heroism. Hensley was on spring break in Orlando in April when she saw 3-year-old Haven Williams floating face down in a pool. Doctors said that Cadence had saved her just in time. Erica.
Here's a look at the Metro Threat Index today. It's moderate. We will see a few afternoon and evening showers and thunderstorms, and it's going to be hot out there today.
After a long hiatus, a local business is finally opening up its doors this morning. Jazzercise in Lobos near San Mateo has been closed during the entire pandemic, only offering virtual classes. The studio will officially reopen today, but Feldman says that they'll keep live streaming the classes online for convenience. A Rio Rancho woman is using her love for crafting to honor lives lost to gun violence here in the state. So far, she's made 37 of these blocks, all free of charge. She says that she uses her money and donations to fund the project. Erica.
All right, let's get a look at the morning drive. Here's a look at the maps. Nothing going on right now. We are clear, no accidents or slowdowns. And here's a look at Tracker. You can see it going east on I-40 near the Big I, and everything's moving right along.
This morning, several Good Samaritans are being praised for helping out a couple in a big way. John and Carrie Sella from California stopped at White Sands while on a visit to see their daughter in New Mexico. That's where a man's trailer with camels in it had flipped. The Selfs, along with several other Good Samaritans, helped get it back onto its wheels.
Welcome back. Well, the heat continues today. Just like over the weekend, temperatures are going to be back into the 80s and 90s across the state. We'll be seeing the most above average temperatures up near the Four Corners, where we're going to make it into the upper 90s. However, temperatures will be slightly cooler than average on the east side of the state. Still hot, so drink lots of water and take breaks from that afternoon heat.
Some great advice.
Time for the 5 facts. At number 5, it was an unusual sight at White Sands for July 4th. A trailer with camels flipped. This morning, several Good Samaritans are being praised for helping out in a big way. John and Carrie Self from California stopped at White Sands while on a visit to see their daughter in New Mexico. That's where there was a man with camels letting people take pictures with them. Somehow his trailer flipped and was on its side, so the Selfs, along with several other complete strangers, helped get it back on its wheels.
Good for them. On to number 4 now. A Rio Rancho woman is using her love for crafting to honor lives lost to gun violence here in the state. Over the past few months, Brittany Roybal has been building these blocks for anyone who's lost a loved one to gun violence. The blocks are each unique, made with each specific victim in mind. So far, she's made 37 of these blocks, all free of charge. Roybal says that she uses her money along with donations to fund the project.
And at number 3, we are expecting another round of monsoon storms today, and they'll be pretty widespread across the state, popping up in all of the mountain ranges and moving southeast with a chance for rain in the metro by the evening and a chance for storms, some of which could be severe on the east side of the state later on tonight.
Number 2 now, this morning an Albuquerque woman is still grieving the death of her husband, but she's also angry at how she says first responders handled her husband's death. June Wilson's husband, Norman, died almost 2 weeks ago. She says that AFR took away her husband's dignity, leaving him nude, outside, uncovered for hours. While AFR says they can't give specifics, they're defending their response, saying when firefighters arrive on scene first, they will try to resuscitate the body. But if they're unsuccessful, they then leave as much evidence as possible for police and investigators when they leave. Number 1 now, state police are investigating an officer-involved shooting up in Santa Fe that sent a suspect to the hospital. This morning, that man is recovering. He is expected to survive. Here's what we know so far, though. Santa Fe police were called out around 9 o'clock yesterday morning to a man sitting on the rail runner tracks near I-25. When officers arrived, they said that he showed them he had a gun, then took off on foot. State police say they were called in, chasing the man into a nearby neighborhood where he fired at least 1 shot. Officers fired back, shooting the suspect. His name has yet to be released. If you want more details, go to our website, KRQE.com.